And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Oxygen Not Included. Alright, well, trying to make a little bit of order to this chaos here. We've got a lot of water up here, some water up here, some water down here. We're just absolutely surrounded with water. We even have some way up here. So, kind of need a location to pump some of this water. And get a little bit of breathing room here. So let's plan this out. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. We also need some mush bars. We're a little low on food. Also, I'm gonna X the liquid pipes out of here. Obviously, we don't need any fresh water here, because these require dirty water, polluted water, and we learn that the hard way, but that's okay. Learning process. So let's plan this thing out. Let's see, look at temperatures. Yeah, it's getting a little toasty over here. We got a nice cold biome on the top, which will help because, as you know, hot air rising. We even have a cold biome on the bottom, so that'll help keep our area cool once we start opening it up. And so I'm gonna probably open that up soon, so it'll start, cooling us off a little bit. But for now, we're going to work with what we've got, and that means building a little bit of a pit for our water. Yeah, go up one more, maybe one more here. So it's going to be 2 floors tall, and we're going to need a double thick area. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that'll leave us ability to pump. Unless I do this. That'll be 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, that'll be fine there. That'll be just fine. Let's see. It's kind of out of the way. We're probably going to have to rebuild all this stuff at a later date. So, we'll get to that. Most definitely, we'll get to that. But that's a good spot for that. Of course, I'm going to need another ladder over here. I'll build that on this side. These will go in. I'm going to put gas permeable tiles in here. And we don't have any copper ore at all, so we're going to want to start digging that out as well, because we need a lot of it. So let's try to dig this up in here. This is all a vacuum, which is okay. So yeah, this is the main layout of our temporary tank, and I'll be able to dig a hole through these right down the middle here and drain all that water eventually down into our tank when it's complete. But for now, we've got to let this process continue, because it's going to take them a little while to at least, get this stuff. So we only got a few people, and only having a few people it's tough to get it very much done. Are we done with research? Oh, we're not even close to done with research. Okay, let's just continue. I've got the food. Let's get some other stuff going here. I don't really need temperature modulation yet. Sanitation is probably the best bet. Although doing research while you're trying to do a big project is a little tough, because it limits the number of people that are actually going to do any work. So it takes a while for things to get done. especially when their athletics is low and everything is tough. Oh, look at that. Cooking raised to 3. All right. Good old Gastonard. And I thought this was 50%. Although these batteries... These are the small batteries, so they don't hold as much power. So 2 of these together hold 20, whereas if you do a big battery, it holds 40. So you get twice the energy density when you have a bigger battery, which is nice. Alright, using some of that sandstone. A tank like this, it's pretty decent. You know, the 2 on the bottom may or may not be enough. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But I think it'll hold, depending on how much I dig below it. I can always, you know, dig underneath and put another layer on the bottom here if I really, really need to. But again, we don't really have anybody else to work right now because we're charging batteries, we're doing research, and we're cooking food. So survival is sort of the #1 priority right now. And we're going to need a little bit of help to do that. So yeah, these good yield, not too good. A good yield will just get us the meal ice that we want. Won't even get us any new seeds. So if we look at our seeds, we still have 9 mealwood seeds, so that's pretty good. And polluted water, I mean, we could pump polluted water out of these areas, but that would open us up to a ton of polluted oxygen. You can see the 31 kilograms in here. Polluted water, when these things bubble out polluted oxygen, it doesn't stop when it hits atmospheric pressure. So it will keep going and going and going until the air is so thick that it will overwhelm your base. It happens very, very fast. And yeah, we do not have any copper right now. So this thing is done. And how much edibles? Yeah, I've got some mush bars. They're a little tough on the stomach eating dirt and water. It's basically what that is. I've got a meal ice over here, and for some reason, I still haven't figured out why they won't walk over here. I just don't know. It's weird. All right. Getting a little bit done here and there. I think we could probably speed it up again. But we got to keep watching our food because that would be bad. Oh, we need to sweep. Let's sweep those up. I could put the ration box down here where the carbon dioxide is, and that would allow it to, you know, stay normal. Let's sweep that. Somebody tried to sweep it and then ran to do something else. See, there's only 3 kilograms in there. I'm guessing those are muck roots. Oh, there's a muck root down here too. What the heck? Get that muck root. Oh, something finished. Is the research done already? No, it's not. Alright, we're getting some copper. Oh, that's what that sound was, is the arrival of the copper ore. That's good. We got a lot of copper up here that we can use. Lots of copper. That's good. I like having lots of copper. Gold would be better, but we're not going to find gold until we start diving into the swamp biomes here. Alright, let everybody take a nap. Well, there is a hatch over here. Give me a little coal. Got some dirt to eat. Yeah, I've got a private game going right now, and I actually have 9 hatches. in a little area like this. I've herded them all through on my base. It's on like the bottom part of my base. So I got 9 hatches roaming around every night. And having that many hatches, I'm chewing through so much material. But I've also got a net gain in coal every day. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Looks like the research did finish, thank goodness. Now we have some more stuff to do. So let's get to that. That'll let them build a little bit more of that. I don't want to dig too far up. I need to dig at least 2. And that will... I'm going to kind of push my luck a little bit. So I'm going to dig out to 2 there. And now we should start getting this at least a little bit complete. I'm going to want a ladder probably here and here. All right, there we go. We're making progress. A little bit of coal, or our copper, is going to be used on these now. As soon as it breaks into here, it'll start building this ladder going down. They're good like that. It takes a little longer to make the gas permeables. That's okay. We don't mind too much. But nobody's idle, which is good. Stress is doing okay. We're getting a pretty good amount of air, although there's not a whole lot back in here. It's not good. Okay, so now I'm going to start digging out this sand. I'm going to dig this one out too. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig all of this stuff out, but I want them to get as much of that done as possible. There we go. See, they're holding their breath back in here because there's not a whole lot of air. So I'm gonna try to clear a way for a little bit more air to come through. All right, getting our water tank going here. Okay, anybody good? I don't really have the food. Don't really have the food yet to really dedicate myself to more than that. Okay, slowly getting... Oh, there's a hatch in there? Goodness gracious. Well, he's buried. Buried for all eternity, I think, in there. Yeah, there's a hatch in there. You can see it. Toasty surroundings. All right. Getting that part done. Let's get these 2 done. I need all these done here. Let's see, how much copper do we... Oh, see, we don't have too much copper. Let's get all of these done. I keep hitting Q. I just recorded a bunch of Factorial episodes, and I keep hitting Q to clear my cursor. Oh, habits. You know, when you've got 4 different games going in 4 different series, sometimes you run into problems. So my one algae terrarium here is not doing so hot. Not really processing all the carbon dioxide. It's all coming down here. But it's staying out of my base for now, which is good. Although I'm gonna need some more power very soon. I would like to. Can I build? I can build a bigger battery. I'm gonna build one of those up here and bring some electrical wire up. Just because we got a lot of copper up here. I'd like a little bit more power back up. That way I don't have too many people running all at the same time. And they can go further in between runs. Alright. Getting a little bit of work done here. Oh yeah, we got tons of stuff here. I definitely need some storage to clean up all of this stuff. But that will come when I start expanding my base. I've got a pretty good base design in mind, and it's going to require quite a lot of work to get done. Oh, I missed a couple. There we go. Is the hatch still there? Yep, Mr. Hatch is still there. How about that? Let's do all. There, now they'll be able to reach all that stuff. Oh, we got a little polluted dirt over here. Yeah, probably some mealwood rotted. Okay, I want to clear that sand away. We're almost through. Oh, what? No research task. Alright, we got a good amount of power in here. Let's continue that process. So this, this wall is safe as long as it's surrounded by something. So I don't need to build the whole thing out just yet. But we are going to need to dig all of this stuff out too. Need to get all of that sand cleared up. There you go. Nobody gets stuck. I don't like it when people get stuck on things. So right now we don't really have a whole lot of copper, so I'm not going to build a lot of the gas permeable tile stuff. But we do need to dig out. I want to dig out this sand as well. Sand is my least favorite type of block. Pretty much in any game I play. Alright. Let's build this out here. No, no, no. Don't get stuck. Oh, thank goodness. You can actually get them stuck where their head gets stuck, and you have to destroy the block to make it good. Alright, well, we are running a little low on food. So I'm going to try to clear this out. And maybe make some progress. Because this will break pretty fast. Because we've got just algae sitting there. So yeah, that could blow through. Which is fine. And there's the water. Alright, mech root. Let's harvest that. Alright, we've got water in the system now, which is excellent. And let's build some lice. Oh, let's first do the consumables. Okay, nobody's got meal lice. That's good. Let's do lice loaf. I'm going to do 3 of those. Let as much water drain out of here as possible. The more, the better. because then I'll bring it up here and start clearing all of this out as well. So let's continue that onward up to here. So then this water will fall through. I'm going to take those out. All right, we're making progress. We've got a water tank ready to go, and hopefully the majority of this water is slowly dripping down, and that's good. Okay, there's only 8 meal ice in there, so I'm gonna probably have to cancel one of these. Yeah, they'll suck up the rest of the water for their own use, except for this dude. He's sleeping on the job. Alright, so I'll be able to get a shower up and running. I'm going to need a tank. I'm going to need a second tank for polluted water. And I think, you know, putting that right up here is probably a good bet. Just because once we drain this out, it'll be a nice big space that we'll be able to use for the polluted water. It doesn't have to be a very big tank, but it has to be something. I'm going to cancel that one there. I'm going to try to just mirror the tanks. So I'll have one tank down here, one tank up here, pretty much the same design. Let the polluted water build up a little bit. There we go. Food shortage. Food has decayed. Where? Oh, rotten lice loaf. Really? That is surprising. Didn't I just make those? Okay, well. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to resort. Okay, that's a vacuum, so that'll really lower the pressure around here. I got pretty good pressure right around here. That's pretty good all the way through. To feed this hatch, I want to try to get as much... I'm going to try to get as much stuff as I can to feed this hatch. I usually start feeding with dirt, but I think in this one, I'm not actually surrounded by all that much dirt. You know, I do have quite a bit, but not too terribly much. So I'm going to start feeding him sandstone instead. Get those batteries charged back up. All right, well, that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.